Alien contact would change the world forever, but not in ways you might expect. For example, technology beyond comprehension. The sudden appearance of advanced alien spacecraft in Earth's orbit would represent the most transformative moment in human history, instantly proving that we are not alone and that our understanding of physics and technology is in its infancy. These vessels, potentially kilometers in length, would demonstrate capabilities that seem like magic to our current scientific understanding, such as the ability to manipulate gravity itself or travel faster than light. The aliens' technology would challenge everything we know about physical laws. Their ships might phase through solid matter or create spatial distortions. The beings themselves could be biomechanical hybrids, having merged their biological forms with advanced technology over millennia of evolution. They could have the ability to communicate telepathically, demonstrating that consciousness itself can be technologically enhanced and transmitted. They might even possess the ability to manipulate and transform materials at will, down to the atomic level. This display of overwhelming technological superiority would force humanity to confront its place in the cosmic hierarchy. Global financial markets would likely freeze as the implications of access to such advanced technology become clear. Military organizations worldwide would be rendered effectively obsolete, as their most advanced weapons would appear primitive compared to the visitors' capabilities. The immediate aftermath would see unprecedented global cooperation, as humanity realizes the need to present a unified response. Religious institutions would face a crisis of doctrine, while scientific institutions would scramble to understand and document the physics-defying capabilities on display. The very foundation of human society would be shaken as we grapple with the reality that we are no longer the most advanced beings in our vicinity, forcing a rapid evolution in human consciousness and society. Number 2. Alien colonization and oversight. The establishment of alien oversight on Earth would fundamentally reshape human civilization, as an advanced species assumes a guardian-like role over our planet. Their superior technological and ecological understanding would lead to the immediate implementation of strict environmental protocols, forcing rapid changes in how we manage resources, generate energy, and conduct industrial activities. Human societies would need to adapt quickly to these new regulations, regardless of economic or social impact. This protective approach would likely stem from the aliens' recognition of humanity's potential, coupled with concern over our destructive tendencies. They might view us as a promising but dangerous adolescent species, requiring guidance to avoid self-destruction. Their oversight could range from subtle influence to direct intervention in human affairs, particularly in areas they deem critical for planetary stability or species survival. The loss of human autonomy would trigger intense debate and potential resistance. While some would welcome the guidance of a more advanced civilization, others would view it as an affront to human dignity and self-determination. This tension could lead to underground resistance movements, even as the majority of humanity accepts or even embraces alien oversight as necessary for our survival and advancement. The aliens' presence would force humanity to confront uncomfortable truths about our development and behavior. Their protocols might require the abandonment of deeply entrenched practices and technologies, replacing them with sustainable alternatives that initially seem alien and uncomfortable. This transition period would test humanity's adaptability and willingness to accept guidance from a species that, while technologically superior, might have fundamentally different values and perspectives on progress and civilization. Number 3. Alien tech reverse engineering race. The global race to reverse engineer alien technology would ignite an unprecedented technological revolution, fundamentally transforming human civilization at a breakneck pace. Nations and corporations would pour unlimited resources into decoding these advanced technologies, leading to a new era of scientific discovery that would make our current technological age seem primitive by comparison. The competition between countries would reach fever pitch as each nation strives to be the first to unlock the secrets of alien propulsion, energy generation, and computing systems. This technological gold rush would likely lead to dangerous shortcuts and risky experiments, as scientists work with principles they don't fully understand. Some attempts at replication could result in catastrophic failures, from localized spatial anomalies to devastating energy releases. The successful reverse engineering of even a single piece of alien technology would trigger cascading breakthroughs across multiple fields. A decoded power source might revolutionize our understanding of physics, while insights into alien materials could transform manufacturing, medicine, and computing overnight. The first nations to successfully replicate these technologies would gain enormous economic and military advantages, potentially destabilizing global power structures. This accelerated progress would come with significant risks, as humanity races to implement technologies without fully understanding their implications or safety requirements. The pressure to achieve quick results could lead to oversight failures and potentially dangerous applications of partially understood alien science. Meanwhile, the global economy would experience massive disruption as entire industries become obsolete almost overnight, replaced by new technologies that render current methods antiquated and inefficient. This period would mark humanity's most rapid and potentially dangerous technological advancement in history. Number 4. Galactic Community membership. The revelation that Earth exists within a vast, organized galactic community would fundamentally transform human civilization. Like a remote tribe discovering modern civilization, humanity would suddenly face the challenge of integrating into an established interstellar society with complex protocols, laws, and cultural expectations developed over millennia. This transition would require Earth to undergo a rigorous evaluation process, measuring our species against established standards for technological development, ethical behavior, and diplomatic maturity. The requirements for full membership would likely expose uncomfortable truths about human society. Our treatment of the environment, ongoing military conflicts, and social inequalities might be viewed as signs of an immature civilization. The galactic community might require us to achieve complete nuclear disarmament, establish a unified planetary government, or reach specific environmental restoration targets before granting full membership status. This process would revolutionize human society as we scramble to meet these standards. New governmental structures would emerge to handle interstellar relations, while educational systems would be overhauled to prepare future generations for life in a multi-species community. The economy would transform as Earth gains access to interstellar trade networks, though likely under careful supervision and with significant restrictions until we prove our reliability. The psychological impact would be profound as humans adjust to being one of potentially thousands of civilizations, many far more advanced than our own. Our religions, philosophies, and cultural identities would need to evolve to accommodate this new reality. Some humans would embrace the opportunity for advancement, while others might resist the loss of Earth's independence and unique identity in this vast cosmic society. Number 5. Potential destruction of human civilization. If a hostile alien civilization visits us, it could mark the final chapter of human history, as beings with vastly superior technology systematically dismantle our world. Their methods of attack would likely be incomprehensible to us, operating on scientific principles we haven't yet discovered, making our defenses as useless as stone walls against nuclear weapons. The initial phase of our destruction might be subtle and insidious. The aliens could deploy weapons that work at the molecular level, microscopic machines that break down our infrastructure, or engineered organisms that target our food supplies. They might release artificial viruses that specifically attack human DNA, or deploy quantum-level technologies that disrupt our electrical systems and communications globally. More terrifying still would be their potential ability to manipulate human consciousness directly, turning our own minds against us through technologies that appear like magic to our limited understanding. The technological gap between our civilizations would be so vast that even our most advanced weapons would be meaningless against their capabilities. The aliens might view Earth simply as a resource cache to be harvested, with humanity being an inconvenient biological infestation to be cleared away. Their attack could be swift and decisive, or it might unfold gradually through calculated manipulation of our environment, society, and biology. The end result would be the same: the systematic dismantling of human civilization, possibly without us even fully understanding what was happening until it was far too late. Number 6. Initiation of a cultural golden age. The fusion of human and alien artistic expression would spark a creative renaissance unlike anything in human history. Artists, musicians, and creators would suddenly have access to entirely new spectrums of color, sound frequencies, and artistic mediums previously unknown to humanity. Alien art forms might manipulate gravity, light, or even time itself, leading to entirely new categories of artistic expression that blur the line between science and creativity. Traditional human art forms would be revolutionized by alien perspectives and technologies. Musicians might compose pieces that incorporate mathematical patterns from alien physics, while painters could use materials that change their properties based on the observer's emotions. Architecture would be transformed by alien engineering principles, leading to structures that seem to defy physics while merging seamlessly with their environments in ways we never imagined possible. This cultural explosion would extend beyond the arts into every aspect of human creativity. Fashion designers would incorporate alien materials and aesthetic principles, creating garments that adapt to their environment or communicate emotions through color changes. Literature would evolve to embrace alien concepts of narrative and time, perhaps developing entirely new genres that explore consciousness and reality in previously unimaginable ways. The resulting cultural golden age would be characterized by unprecedented collaboration between human and alien artists, leading to hybrid art forms that transcend species boundaries. This creative revolution would help humanity process and understand our new place in the cosmos, while simultaneously preserving and elevating our own cultural heritage through its integration with alien artistic traditions. The era would be marked by an explosion of creativity that would reshape human civilization's understanding of art, beauty, and expression itself. Number 7. Black market for alien tech. In the wake of alien contact, a shadowy new criminal underworld would emerge, centered on the trafficking of restricted alien technologies. These black markets would make today's illegal arms trade look primitive by comparison, as smugglers deal in items that could destabilize entire nations. Miniaturized fusion reactors, consciousness-altering devices, or weapons that bend the laws of physics as we know them. Criminal organizations would develop elaborate networks to steal, replicate, and distribute alien tech, often with the quiet backing of nations seeking to circumvent international regulations. The most sophisticated operations would employ former scientists and engineers who could partially decode and retrofit alien devices for human use, even if they don't fully understand the underlying principles. These bootleg versions, while dangerous and unstable, would fetch astronomical prices from buyers desperate for technological advantages. The risks involved in this trade would be unprecedented. Mishandled alien power sources could vaporize entire city blocks, while improperly modified biological enhancements could trigger devastating mutations. Law enforcement agencies would face the impossible task of policing technologies they barely comprehend, leading to the creation of specialized units equipped with alien-derived detection systems. This illicit market would create new power dynamics among criminal enterprises and nations alike. Traditional organized crime groups would either adapt to this high-tech frontier or be replaced by new organizations built around technological expertise. Meanwhile, geopolitical tensions would escalate as countries accuse each other of harboring alien tech smugglers or secretly benefiting from illegal acquisitions. The black market would become a driving force in shaping humanity's uneven and potentially catastrophic adoption of alien technology. Number 8. Language and communication challenges. The fundamental challenge of communicating with an alien species would far exceed any linguistic barriers humanity has previously faced. Unlike human languages that evolved from common ancestral roots, alien communication might operate on entirely different principles, perhaps using chemical signals, electromagnetic waves, or quantum entanglement patterns that our brains aren't even wired to perceive. Early attempts at translation would likely lead to both dangerous misunderstandings and absurd mishaps. What humans interpret as a peaceful greeting gesture might be considered a grave insult in alien culture, while an alien attempt to share complex scientific concepts might be misinterpreted as meaningless noise or even threats. The development of translation technology would require unprecedented collaboration between linguists, physicists, biologists, and computer scientists to decode not just words, but entire concepts that might have no human equivalent. The time lag in communication could prove especially challenging in diplomatic situations. Even with advanced technology, the cultural context necessary to fully understand certain messages might take hours or days to process correctly. Simple concepts like yes or no might require extensive explanation when two species have fundamentally different ways of perceiving reality and causality. These communication challenges would likely lead to the development of new hybrid languages and communication systems. Some humans might need biological or technological enhancements just to perceive certain aspects of alien communication. Meanwhile, both species would need to develop new protocols for avoiding dangerous misunderstandings, particularly in situations involving technology sharing or resource negotiations, where a single misinterpreted phrase could have catastrophic consequences. Number 9. Ethical and philosophical revolution. The encounter with alien philosophical and moral systems would trigger the most profound intellectual revolution in human history, forcing us to reevaluate every aspect of our beliefs and ethical frameworks. Ancient religions would face an existential crisis as they grapple with the existence of beings who might have their own, vastly different concepts of divinity, or perhaps conclusive answers about the origins of consciousness and the universe that contradict earthly religious teachings. New religious movements would inevitably emerge, attempting to synthesize human spirituality with alien philosophies. Some traditional faiths might fracture into conservative branches rejecting alien influence and progressive ones seeking to incorporate new cosmic truths. The aliens' own spiritual or philosophical systems might reveal concepts humanity has never considered, operating on principles that challenge our fundamental understanding of consciousness, free will, and the nature of existence itself. Ethical frameworks developed over thousands of years of human civilization would be upended by exposure to alien morality. Their society might operate on principles that seem incomprehensible or even horrifying to human sensibilities, yet prove to be more effective at creating harmony and progress. Questions about consciousness rights, individual versus collective good, and the very nature of progress and civilization would need to be reconsidered in light of their perspective. This philosophical revolution would ripple through every aspect of human society, from law and governance to personal relationships and daily decision-making. Humanity might discover that our most cherished moral principles are narrow, or that our concept of ethics has been limited by our biological and cultural evolution. This crisis of meaning could lead to either a great awakening of human consciousness or deep societal upheaval as we struggle to find our place in a universe far stranger than we imagined. Number 10. Pandemic and biosphere risks. The introduction of alien microorganisms to Earth's biosphere could trigger a cascade of biological events unprecedented in our planet's history. Unlike terrestrial pathogens that co-evolved with Earth's life forms over billions of years, alien microbes would operate on completely different biological principles, potentially using different amino acids or even alternative forms of genetic material. Our immune systems, evolved to recognize Earth-based threats, might be either powerless against these new invaders or overreact catastrophically. The most dangerous scenario might not be direct infections, but rather the subtle ways alien organisms could disrupt Earth's ecological balance. Alien microbes might prove capable of breaking down materials we consider inert, leading to the degradation of everything from plastic waste to building foundations. They could outcompete crucial soil bacteria, disrupting the nitrogen cycle and causing widespread crop failures, or produce enzymes that alter the chemistry of our oceans. Conversely, some alien biological elements might create unexpectedly beneficial effects. Certain alien microorganisms might efficiently clean up pollution, while others could enhance plant growth or offer new ways to produce medicines. However, even these positive changes could have unforeseen long-term consequences for Earth's delicate ecological balance. A seemingly beneficial alien organism that helps plants grow faster might simultaneously alter soil chemistry in ways that become apparent only after decades. The challenge of containing these biological interactions would be immense. Traditional quarantine procedures might prove useless against organisms that operate on fundamentally different biological principles. Earth's biosphere could be permanently altered, forcing humanity to adapt to a new hybrid ecosystem that combines Earth's biology with alien elements. Thanks for watching. Make sure to watch this next video about the future of the world.